everyone, welcome to part 2 of What If Deku Was the Destroyer? Well, I left off on a cliffhanger. Kind of. You see, we left off as when Midoriya was about to find Deku. As instead of finding Deku, he's simply looking for the armor. So when looking for the armor, he doesn't see anything, but he does when he jumps using, his plus ultra. About to, time limit almost out. He doesn't see anyone besides the boy. As the boy walks off, and that boy was Zuko Midoriya. At the 10 months. Of the trip has appeared. Midoriya doesn't really do anything in the 10 months. He mostly just trains with the armor, realistically. He figures out any type of magical or any type of energy in general can be used as a power source. Meaning that even the sun itself can be used as a power source, or the sunlight specifically. It can charge itself to create a, how do you say, supernova generator. When it opens up its face, it creates a blast, practically able to disintegrate mostly anything in its wake. So yeah. He does, in the mindscape of Izuku Midoriya, the armor's chained up. Why? Because all that chaotic energy is still inside of the armor due to past fights with everything. Izuku with that necklace he has around his neck. He can control it instead of it controlling him. So yeah. As we lead to Midoriya going to the entrance exam. As Bakugo sees him, and Bakugo just looks away. So yeah. As you see, what's about to happen is Tenya is about to get a very respectful punch to the face. Because when Deku tries to walk over and sit next to Bakugo, oh yeah, by the way, Deku don't trip. Instead of tripping, he breaks a step with his pure just weight in general. He's a heavy boy, so yeah. He got the muscles as well, so he break that step. He'd be like, I don't trip over you, I step on you, practically. Oh yeah, back. Okay, so Tenya Ida, as soon as Tenya Ida tries to, do Tenya stuff, Tenya Ida is immediately greeted with a metal fist. Or more like a chained fist going out of Izuku's body. Like a stand almost like a stand. Because even though it's trapped inside his mindscape, it does have to protect him. And, interference in the Force. So, yeah. The armor was like, no, leave my host alone. Type of way. So, yeah. Well, the armor's not in use. It's chained up. For specific reasons. Why? To make sure it doesn't take over Zuko's body, or use his soul to, finish his meaning, or creation when he was created. So yeah, he looks for many things. More on the lines of, Angry Pomeranian, and All Might. Not looking for him directly, but just, searching with his eyes for All Might. Making sure All Might don't know nothing. And, that'll be all. Just two things. Oh yeah, also see, he was also looking for a seat. So yeah, they sit down. Tenya Ida gets up. Immediately is just sits back down out of the pure power or death glare Izuku or Deku gives to Ida. So he sits right back down. He gets up, he gets right back down. Not gonna lie. As soon as President Mike starts the countdown, doors open, Deku looking around, he's like, place too crowded, bro. Can't transform here. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I will hurt people if I use it here. So, he goes to the alleyway, suits up. As like, he gets like a major hero points in this part. So, he destroys like an entire row of just 1 pointer, 2 pointer, 3 pointers. Let me think. Let's say like the weaker people who don't have physical quirks or can't help them out. Because let's say they were in a canon, they were injuries due to people not having physical quirks. And I mean, if you saw what happened to Kirishima, this man was under rubble. Just imagine if people don't have his quirk. Yeah, they trapped under that. So yeah, he destroys like 1 pointers, 2 pointers, 3 pointers, just helping people in general. And some he does destroy those robots because chaotic energy. That's what I'm gonna call it. The energy he creates, he absorbs it. He absorbs all types of energy, magical, physical. No, that'd be total. I mean, anything that has to do with like emitter, like nuclear, magical, like any type of that thing, Odin and whatnot, any type of magic, he turns it into chaotic energy. That's what I'm gonna call it, chaotic energy. So yeah. So yeah, after a while, he does get up to 10 points, and then 20. He's ranking up by the 10s and 20s. He's getting more points by the dozen, helping people and whatnot. And Deku's getting bored. He says, I want a challenge. And who did Nezu give it to him? Nezu was like, what is this boy doing? I must make this more challenging. So, there's a red button. There's a red button. He smashes that red button. And whoop-de-doo. 0 pointer. And let's say the design of the zero pointer is a little bit, how would you say, different. And if you don't mean by different, I mean it looks like a celestial. So, destroy armor takes control. I'll say that was a not power boost, but like it was absorbing energy from the sun. Like you can physically see like solar energy going inside the destroyer, and it comes out of nowhere. He hears a voice, "Help!" So mistaking it for Asgardian, the destroyer immediately thinks it's a celestial. So Deku helps her rock up, just slapping the boulder away, and powers up. Blasting the zero pointer. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Because, those are weak blasts. And, the zero pointer has holes in it, but none of those holes are, exploding it. So let's say the zero pointer in this, what if is a lot more defined. It doesn't immediately explode as soon as, it's penetrated. So, Deku does, chaotic beam. Like all that stored up energy, he bursts all that out at once. And, energy, like, it makes a shockwave. It makes a shockwave. Not just a shockwave, but like a magnetic field, sort of. Yeah, a giant shockwave. Where everyone in the viewing room, UA, Nezu, Aizawa, Vlad, All Might, Midnight, every teacher practically there is just looking at this like, what? And then, the chaotic energy is released. And chaotic energy, stuff's about to get serious. So, the full power's out, so, he ain't holding back this time. This is like planetary type of, weaponry, so, when the chaotic beam hits the zero pointer, it erases the zero pointer. Not from existence, but just like erases the presence entirely, destroying like its entire being in one blast. Instead of the chaotic beam, I'll call it the erase. You know what? Yeah, I'll leave it the chaotic beam. I can't think of anything else. Erase. Eraser beam. I'll call that one eraser beam. Or planetary beam. Because, celestials they're pretty powerful. So yeah, I'll call that one planetary beam. Yeah. So all that chaotic energy is just, exploded into the air. And, there's nothing left of the zero pointer. It's literally obliterated. Not one grain of the zero pointers left. And, the armor in general just shuts down. Just, because, it has no chaotic energy left. Because, it was made to kill, and as soon as it's destroyed the celestials, it's supposed to, go away. So it shuts down. At least that's what it thinks. So yeah, Deku or the armor starts absorbing back the leftover chaotic energy and the energy from other robots as well, or at least yeah, the other robots, the robots that died after the Zero Pointer was destroyed, just absorbing all that energy. That instead of chaotic energy, I guess it would be more like plasma energy due to it being electricity. So it'd be more like a plasma energy. So it will be more like this blue energy. Guardian state, as you please. Magical state. And hammer state, and all the other states this thing has. So yeah. And then the destroyer decides to look for more celestials, jumping up, and then Midoriya was like, no, 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 I'm not leaving my planet, I'm not leaving my planet, I'm not leaving my planet. So the armor goes away, but did Izuku Midoriya not know where he was? The destroyer jumped so high it literally went over the, how would you say, it was near the ocean. So yeah, he's all the way at Dagobah Beach, you can say. He lands at Dagobah Beach practically, or at the water, because I'm not gonna have my man turn into a pancake. The destroyer needs time to charge. So yeah, and it just practically after that it just melts down. After that, Deku decides to melt down, or absorb all the scraps and whatnot, all the trash on Dagobah Beach to use as, energy, kinetic or just plasma energy, I guess. Eating copper and other things like that. So yeah, it has its own, inventory, I guess you can say. That's where the magical instances come from. Yeah. So after clearing Dagobah Beach, he goes home and just waits. Well, back at the viewing point, everyone's like, what the flip just happened? We saw Robot go out of nowhere. Comes out of nowhere. Robot go boom boom to other robot. Or armor goes boom boom to robot. Robot gone. Armor jump away. Armor vanish, practically. Yeah. Just vanish out of nowhere. Which that's the time when Deku jumped. Or the armor jumped entirely. So yeah. Yeah. So after, a couple weeks, let's say a good 3 weeks. Yeah, why not? Let's say a good 3 weeks. And after trying to pinpoint where, what quirk or what the armor, the or who owns the armor specifically, after a while they find that it belongs to a person called Izuku Midoriya. Nezu's fascinated, because let's say he does have, a bar of Uru metal, or he's pretty old, so I'm pretty sure he would have some type of godly artifacts. Not that old, but like ancient artifacts, like not millionaire specifically, but like just Uru metal, like, you know what? Why not? Because I mean, it's in the movie and it's in comics, so why not the Tesseract? We have the he has the Tesseract, but like a fake version of it. He has like the fake version of the Tesseract. So yeah. And if you don't know what the Tesseract is where was it? I actually can't remember. Hold up. It is the Tesseract is okay. Here it is. The Tesseract is the Space Stone, I believe. Yeah, it says the Space Stone. Tesseract Space Stone. So yeah, but it's not the real Tesseract. Is the real question. Hmm. I feel like Nezu, instead of having the Tesseract, I feel like Nezu would have the necklace instead of the Tesseract for some reason. I don't know. I just see either Aizawa having the necklace or Nezu having the necklace for some reason. So yeah. But the Tesseract is somewhere, but how do you say it's not hmm. The Tesseract is it's hard to explain. It's somewhere, all right. It's somewhere. Like the Affinity Stones are still in in the Marvel universe. So yeah, Tesseract, the Space Gem, Soul Gem, Reality Gem, Time Gem, Power Gem, Mind Gem. So yeah. Or Space Stone, Mind Stone, Reality Stone, Power Stone, Time Stone, and Soul Stone, practically. So yeah. I don't know. I feel like the Shield Agency would have the Tesseract and the Arthur, yeah, the Ether, the Reality Stone, and the Space Stone. They will try to find a way to open them, but they wouldn't have a way to open them, due to special means. And the Soul Stone, um, we all know how that ended up in Infinity Wars. Just saying, We all know what happened. So yeah, Rip Black Widow. Rip. One of my favorite characters. So yeah, after a while, after a while, they would eventually find Deku, and All Might will personally, and Nezu would also personally, deliver the invitation to UA. And Izuku's mom's like, "Oh look, sweetie, you made it in." I mean, wait, no, she wouldn't say that, but it's like she would like bow down first, before All Might came in, because it's All Might. So he's like, "Whoa, so, hi All Might, what are you doing here?" "Young Inca, young citizen, do you know anyone by the name of Izuku Midoriya?" So yeah, you know, Deku comes out tired because he was about to take a nap. So he looks like a Zawa right now from how tired he is. I got him. So he walks out. Let's say he was in the shower because it's been a long day. So he's in the shower. he has sleepless nights, because you still gotta have that mentality, to hold back the flipping armor, because if you don't work to hold back the armor, the armor itself will take over your soul, and use that soul to look for flipping gods to destroy. So yeah. So yeah. Anyways, besides that, Deku comes out with a six pack. This big boy, how tall would he be? I believe in Ken he's like 5'2", 5 foot maybe. Let's say he's a bit taller than Bakugo, so I'm pretty sure the Destroyer's pretty big, so he'll be a little bit shorter. Wait, now he'll be all You know what? I'll make it funny. I'll say this man bigger than All Might. Just gonna say he taller than All Might. And All Might's like what, 7'2". So let's make my man 8 foot. Why not? This man gonna be 8 foot boy. And then when he absorbs a little bit too much energy, the armor itself will become 8 feet. I mean 10 feet. Sorry, 10 feet. So the biggest I'm gonna make the armor is at least the size of Mount Lady. That's as big as it's gonna get. So yeah. So a big boy comes in out of nowhere with the muscles and stuff. So big boy, big boy. that's kind of funny to say, but anyways, All Might's like, oh hello, do you know Izuku Midoriya? And then Deku looks. He's still not awake, so he has his eyes closed, and then he opens his eyes like, oh snap. Yeah, I'm Izuku Midoriya. Why? May I come in, please? May we come in? And then Nezu comes from behind All Might's leg. Yes. May we talk for a bit? They talk about the armor, but let's say Deku needed some things like some food or something, and needed his mom to get it. He couldn't get it because he was about to go to sleep. So let's say she got some groceries. She went to the grocery store to get some groceries, and they talk about the armor, and or what they assume to be a quirk, but no. So let's say Nezu has the necklace on him at all times. So he's a little bit. You know what? No. What would I give him? I feel like I know the perfect person to give. You know what? No, I know who to give the necklace to, the time gem to. I'll give the. You know what? I'll give the mind gem to Nezu will, instead of having a necklace, Nezu would have a scepter. The scepter, but in a short scepter, where the mind stone or mind gem would be, as in the comics, I believe it's called mind gem. So yeah, he would look at Midoriya. So, what's your quirk? Deku will be like, think. It's called enchanted armor. Nezu would he is smart enough to use the stone, so he would try to tap Deku's head or heart or in the chest. She's like, so boy, what is your true quirk? As soon as Deku would suit up, like his armor will just form around itself in this this magical aura will form around him.
What are you trying to do?
You know, All Might was like, I knew it. You know, the gem or Mind Stone will start to get, it would start to, how'd you say, wiggle a little bit out of, the scepter or cane. You know what? Yes, cane. The Mind Stone will be on a little cane. So, mini cane. Hey. Okay, no, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, he'd be on the cane. And he like, so that's why it didn't work on you. Usually when I attack people with this, they go under they go under my control. That's weird. Don't worry about it. No magic works on me, nor do any of the stones work on me due to this armor. So you know this properties, boy. No. Well, yes, I did lie about that, but yes, I do know all the properties. I do get memories of past events with this armor, past fights that this armor has had in the past. That right there, what you are holding, is not a toy, nor is it an artifact for humankind to have in their hands. And then Nezu will be curious, like, what do you mean? I know it's special stone, and it has, it can do things. It's like a quirked material. We call them quirked. No, it's not a quirked material. Don't play that BS. It's not from Earth. At all. If you even try to think of that, you're dumb. From such a smart person as you're dumb. No, they're from space. Specifically, created by... they're the things that created the universe, somewhat. In a sort of sense, I guess. It's complicated. We don't talk about that, but... yeah, give me the stone. All Might was like,
oh, hold up, young man. Ha 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 ha. We're the ones supposed to be actually...
Shut up, All Might. All Might was like, wait, you do look familiar. Oh no. All Might will start sweating and like, yeah, now you remember me, All Might. Remember what you said to me. Because, in this timeline, All Might did say no. Or, after, Deku jumped, and, specifically, All Might, by, plot convenience, jumped on the same flipping building by coincidence for plot reasons. So, Deku said a specific, question, and then, All Might said no, of course. Because, he didn't mention the suit at all. He didn't mention at all. He's like, can I be a hero without a quirk? All Might with his BS said no. So, yeah, All Might sits down. Because, the armor right now is, the chains are being unleashed. So, the armor's in control. At least, over is Izuku protecting him. He's like, give me the Mind Stone. You lucky it's in its natural habitat or natural element. If it was in its pure element or raw element, you would have died probably. And Nezu's like, and then out of nowhere, the cane starts to shake, or the top of the cane starts to shake as the Tesseract, or no, wait, was it the Tesseract? Hold up, I gotta, yeah, the Tesseract. It starts to move, and it goes to Deku. Due to the destroyer armor being the only other magical item, sense magical item. So yeah. Just gonna make that BS up, so just for plot convenience.
You see, this stone. No, are you stupid? Do not touch it. You pathetic mortals do not understand what this stone can do. And people, it should not be in the hands of heroes. It should be going to Asgard. And he explains what Asgard is, and Nezu's like, it's safe with it. No, it's not. If this gets in the hands of villains, the entire world is screwed practically. I'll bring it to Asgard, or more like the Bifrost will. You know what? I haven't been able to activate the Bifrost in a while, so be lucky, but I'm not giving it to you. This deserves to be in Asgardian hands. So, Deku opens up, the plates on the armors, and, he drops it in, not destroying it, but eating it. Kind of like an inventory, sort of. Giving him a major power boost. Or, JK, just like a minor power boost, like a 5% power boost. As the armor glows, a little bit yellow first, and then, continues. Now, what do you want? They talk. It's like, so we're gonna have to take the armor. No, you're not. It's permanently bonded to me. Good luck. You can take the necklace, but the armor's just gonna get the necklace back. It's just gonna get it back. Don't try to do anything stupid. All Might tries to do stupid. As soon as this man touches the flipping necklace, the armor's like ready on his wrist, about to break it, snap it like a twig, and he's trying to he's trying to get his hand back, but the armor ain't letting go. So don't touch. Armor lets it doesn't let go until All Might lets go. So yeah. Listen, even without this armor, I can still kick your butt, All Might. This armor, and due to the stone, you just got me. You gave me what I need to defeat the Celestials. Of course, though, there are a couple others that humans should never have, and I already found where the others are. It's just a matter of time before we meet them. Or meet the other two. The whereabouts of the others. The other stones are unknown. I do know where 2 of the stones are, though. Technically 3, but the other 2 stones are unknown. Probably either on a different planet or in a different place in general. So, they try to, take him out of... No. As soon as I gained this armor, I knew the consequences and the responsibilities. No one should have all of these. At least no human should. And I stopped becoming human when I touched the armor. As soon as I touched the armor, or my mother did, cross reality. And some points of reality, Inko did, touch the armor, so yeah. In reality, Mother touched the armor and creating me, so yeah. I'm part Asgardian, or you would say full Asgardian. I will smash you like a twig, my guy. And that's not even using my own abilities. My own abilities are, how would you say, very powerful. So yeah. And I'm pretty sure I know where one of the stones are for now. The stones can track other stones. At least that's how I used the armor to use magical, area to scan the area to check. There's only one stone in this area, but I'm not telling you the stone, because the stone is very powerful. The one that I'm about to gain. The time stone. The time stone is very dangerous. And if left in the wrong hands can permanently create black holes all over reality, and people will die instantly. So yeah. Nezu's like, whoa, 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 wait, what? Even All Might was like, wait, what? I know what black holes do. Wait, what? Like 13 black holes? No. Giant black holes. Ones that can rip reality in half. Ones that can erase our existence. Vibe chickless. So, no. So, yeah. They take up the stones more, and they eventually, practically invite him to, what, UA and whatnot. So, yeah, after a week, or after, the after another week, which makes it a fourth week. Sorry, I had to make it a little bit longer. After another week, it's the first day of school. In his human form, this man looking like Vision with what stone was it? Flip, I keep forgetting the name of the stone. Yeah, with the Mind Stone on his forehead. So looking like Vision, MCU Vision right now. So Nezu does catch the eye of this. Is like, well, I know I'm not going to be able to get it. You want to try? And Almight's like, do you not know what he said? He said even without the armor, he can still. Do you think? Like, what? With the influences of the Mind Stone, he is somewhat, smart. He is granted a giant, mental boost. So yeah. He don't gotta wait. He don't gotta worry about Destroyer taking over anytime soon. So Oh yeah. Also, he kept the other stone locations hidden. If you wanted to know, he kept all of them hidden. So yeah, entrance. I believe Look at this man. Look at man. Tell me he wouldn't get first place in the entrance exam. Just tell me. This dude looks like he can take the entire My Hero Academia place single-handedly without Thor's hammer. Just look at them. You don't even want to know half of this man's abilities in the comics, man. He will vibe check everyone. Even if it was only the MCU version of the Destroyer, he will still destroy everyone because, Uru Metal still. So, yeah. So, yeah. First day of school. What was it? The quirk examination exam. The quirk examination exam or test. Quirk examination test, I believe. So, as soon as Deku, was about to walk through the doors, he was like, he walks in the doors of UA. He looks at, class 1A. He was like, were they ready for me? Or like, what? Because this is a pretty big door. Yeah, he walks in and everyone's just looking at him like, yo, no one told me that there was a giant. Because, he grew a very majority. He grew pretty big, after, the 3 weeks. Because, absorbing the Mind Stone's powers can do, miracles to the body. The more magic he absorbs, the bigger he gets. So yeah. So he just walks past him. He does hear Ida and Bakugo. Do you have a stick up your butt or whatever Bakugo says? And that goes as canon. Aizawa says, "Yo, shut up," practically. We're not here to make friends. So, if you think that's gonna happen, you can pack your stuff and leave. We're doing a quirk examination. So yeah.
put this stuff on and continue outside. So they're outside as soon as as soon as flippin' Mineta tries to pick the hole, Deku instantly feel. Hold up. There's a change in the force. The change in the force. Oh. He looks at Mineta. Don't try it. You will die. Do not try it. Using the Mind Stone, he does do, that laser beam. He does do that laser beam. Well, he is able to do that laser beam. The MCU Vision was able to do. So yeah, he does. He like melts. He melts the hole to cover it. You know. He tries to put on the shirt, but the shirt won't fit him. So he tries to put on the jacket, and the jacket does fit him, but they had to give him like an All Might sized. Even so, it was still a bit tight. It was a bit tight, pretty tight. So he had to leave it open. So his six pack is showing, and his jacket's just like it's unzipped because he can't zip it, or the zipper will bust. So yeah. He goes outside. As I was like, here, you got the first. You got first place. So here. Deku was like, are you sure? He was like, yes. Aizawa tries to use his quirk, but it's not a quirk, my guy. So with my quirk or without my quirk. Because he's still trying to hide the fact that it's not a quirk. So without your quirk, then with your quirk. He tries without his the armor. He used the Mind Stone. He straight up he was like he tosses the ball up in there, and he uses the Mind Stone. Actually, that would technically count as he'll do it physically first, and get like at least a good 1,000, my guy. He will get a good 1,000. 1,000 meters. So yeah, and then as I said, try with your quirk. And, armor forms up. Chaotic energy is building up, or chaotic energy builds up, and he tosses it in the air. He uses the blast. He uses that blast, but instead of trying to disintegrate the ball, he uses a magic barrier to use it more as a push. So the blast does push the ball pretty far, but he gets infinite. I'm not gonna cap. He does still I am still lowering him his abilities, but I'm still gonna make him more powerless flip. So yeah. Sorry. He gets an infinity. Araka gets infinity. Everyone gets in canon. Baku goes mad as usual. Tries to do you loser, and then Aizawa gotta retain him. It's like retained. So uses his quirk and scarf to pull back Bakugo. And everything continues. USJ. Yeah. I'll say, I'll save that for maybe third episode. Or, third part. Part 3 if y'all want. But right now, I'll do in between, like, what happens in between the USJ. So yeah, what happens? They get to know each other after a while. All the people in Class 1A do stare at Deku because he has the best stats out of all of them, even without using, what they seem to be, what they think is his quirk, but, no, 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 no. So, yeah, gotta have that. So, they talk, and, Momo and Froppy are questioning if it's a quirk, because, they saw the armor, but then they also saw the time stone on his head, so, you know, so what's that on your head? Oh, this is a mutation to call my armor. This is as well. This is these three things are connected. This was originally a bracelet, and then this was I was born with. He lies. I was born with this thing on my head. Yeah, both of these things were born with me. You know, or at least this is a piece of the armor. The necklace is a piece of the armor, so I can form. So I can call it at least. So yeah. So he blabbers on and on about like what happens and whatnot, trying to fake everything that it's a quirk and not actual flipping stuff. Momo and Jiro would be if you have one of them, why would you have the other? They're having that in their minds. I'm pretty sure if anything was wrong, I'm pretty sure Froppy and Momo would be the first ones to notice out of anyone else. So yeah, did I have Momo and Todoroki become friends in this one, or what? And what if Deku was had a Carnage mutation? I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure that was just in the Carnage mutation. I don't think I gave him any friends in this. I might have, but I can't remember for now. So let's say him and Kirishima get along. He's just so manly with his muscles and whatnot. So him and Kirishima quickly grow a bond with each other because muscles and Kirishima thinking it's a hardening quirk, so he's like, hey, yeah, hardening buddies, yeah. I got rock hard, and then you got armor hard, so yeah. So they're just doing things. They got exams they had to do and whatnot. Some exams. Let's say in the second month there was the USJ. So yeah, first thing's already over. So yeah, they're talking and whatnot, and they're just talking about how Deku was. Deku, I guess. Deku was Deku. And Bakugo's being, he's being a angry Pomeranian, so you know what he's doing. He's like, "Yeah, loser, you can't become number one." And, every girl in the flipping class was like, "Bro, shut up. This man don't just got a better quirk than you, he also got a better personality than you. So shut up, bro. Shut up." So, he got the girl backs because, the girls think he's pretty cute and whatnot. I'm not sure what the ship's gonna be because when I made this series, I wasn't really thinking of a ship. But I might make one depending on what it is. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe. So yeah. I may tell you the third part. Maybe. So yeah. What happens is that they get on the bus to USJ, and that is where I'm gonna end, on a cliffhanger. Out of nowhere. Let's go. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.